So earlier we were watching some Victoria Paris, her vlogs, and it was pretty entertaining to watch. Pretty interesting, almost like some short films. Uh, and one thing I was thinking about afterwards is, although these are pretty interesting, I can imagine myself or someone else watching things like this all day long without getting bored. But I also realized like there's actually no any greater purpose to it. You can spend your whole day watching these, and just without realizing time passing by. You are constantly you constantly be entertained, but you won't actually get anything more than that. And that's the interesting to think about, because actually there's you can actually observe a lot of today's culture. Our culture is becoming just like that. Whether it's TikTok videos or these vlogs you watch on YouTube's, or even Netflix, or even music, pop songs nowadays. It's like it's very short. Like sometimes like less than three minutes long, and I don't know. Maybe someone find it. Some people find those like trap songs very pleasant to listen to. Anyway, but you can see this common thread. Like it's kind of quote unquote entertaining, maybe at least to some people, but there's no greater purpose. Yeah. I would think about this because previous to the Victoria Paris vlogs, we were watching like an episode of an online political show called the Breaking Points. So the whole cigar, he had a pretty good monologue where he pointed out, American economy and culture has had a major shift around the time of the year 1971. That's like he brought up the example of, let's say, the Apollo program in 1964 and several years afterwards. Like how fast it's not only how fast the space technology advanced, but the spirit, the determination to reach the moon, and then even go beyond that. At that time, like computer science was very primitive. Like we went to the NASA Space Center in Houston once. You can see the computer at that time is so simple. It can only do like very primitive calculations. At that time, to reach moon, reach the moon, all of the math, the engineering that they had to do was actually done by hand. So any little error that could happen, that will just destroy everything. But you can see like how far the sheer determination could take you. And nowadays the the technology, right? Like the computer science is so powerful, like AI. The what we have, like what I have in my hand right now, like filming, like this camera, this phone is like crazy, you know. Yeah, like even like the technology needed to make a TikTok video, like that's more advanced than what was available back then for people to go to the moon, you know. And as Cigar was saying, like a lot of what's very shady about our time is not about like the technology stuff. Is like people don't have a purpose. You know, like people don't feel inspired by anything. So it's like this NASA, they put out this timeline. They want to like go back to the moon, and they basically want to duplicate what copy what people did back then for the Apollo program. So they put out this timeline. Oh, they say, oh, we'll test the rocket. We'll wanna go back to the moon. We'll even send someone. But time is like the first test is maybe like later this year, and then the next step is like 2024, and then the first mission is like 2025, something like. I mean, like, and the administration like approved the budget for like several billion dollars, whatever, and then the end goal of the mission is very laughable. Okay, is to put a women and put a women of color on the moon. So like that's the. That's like the advancement of humanity. Like the next great achievement. That's pretty humorous. So, but just like if you take a step back to look at the whole thing, it's kind of sad, you know. Like it's like. Because the point Cigar was making is, because it's kind of true to so many aspects of our life. It's both economy and culture, you know. So he put out this graph. Like there was like a website. I can't remember the link, but like the whole website is talking about like what happened. The turning point of the year 1971. Let me put the phone on this stand, so I feel my neck is a little strained. Okay, so he put out this graph, and it shows in 1971 a new house would cost about $25,000. So I mean of course you can argue like just it has been like half a century, you know, like the inflation, like today's you cannot compare like that. But at that time, the median household income per year was $10,000. So it's like, if you know, like for a normal household, you can maybe save up for a few years, and you'll be able to afford a new house. And for today, I don't know, like medium household income, what is it, $70,000-$80,000. And the medium home price, I don't know, like 500,000 maybe. So yeah, and also like just the the cause of everything else. He listed like several other things. It feels like it was such a different way of life that almost is unimaginable to today anymore. Like for people who are born today, or like, or you know, we're like we have been living in today's condition. We take today's world as granted, and it's hard to imagine that how possible the world can be like that. It can be so affordable, and in a way like so free. You know, like you don't feel tied down by life. You know, that the like all the things that you have to do to get ahead. And maybe I'm losing my train of thought a little bit. Yeah, but okay. I think the a point I'm trying to get at is, so I feel like most people they won't ask questions. You know, like, because you know it's just life. You know, you have to, you know, get up and work, and it's, I mean, life is stressful. Like it's already stressful. So when you get home, you don't want to think about it anymore. And I think that this is the mentality behind everything. Like maybe behind today's culture. You know, it's just people being numb. Maybe because you cannot see a way out. What you just don't want to see. You know, like there's no point of asking questions. There's no point of thinking. You know. So everyone's life is filled with these short bits and pieces of entertainment that has no greater purpose. And I can see humanity as a whole, or like this collection of all the individuals out there. The light of consciousness is fading. You know, as everyone's mind is getting more and more numb. You know, like less and less thoughts. Like real thoughts. It's not like random. You know, for example, it's like, I think we've gone pretty far in this direction. To the extent that it's really hard for me to even get in the shoes of someone who enjoy today's quote unquote culture. You know, like, is it really enjoyable? Man, it's whenever like I sit in the car, I'm forced to listen to those like trap music. I'm like, oh my god, like this, like people find this pleasant. You know, like it's a little scary, because it's not very natural. Like you know, because it's not the naturally pleasant sound. I can imagine, like, if I listen to Mozart or whatever, there's like a very beautiful melody. Where I say the theme melody of Bach's Goldberg variations. dun 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 dun. I can imagine. Okay, that's very pleasant to listen, pleasant to the ear. I can understand that, you know, like people enjoy listening, but oh my god, like trap, like 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 to the extent that it's no longer music, because like especially when you're in the car, right? When it's playing, it's almost just like the sub bass, like dong dong dong. It's like the whole thing is just like a vibration. Boom, boom, boom. Like, and then that's the most popular thing. Most popular thing. Oh my god. Like, I don't know. I feel I'm so out of touch. I don't know. Is it like I'm in trouble with something? Like, I feel this there's like a vast gap. I don't know if it's my is it my problem or something. Like how possible because like theoretically like I'm walking down the street when I'm interacting with maybe like a cashier at the store, wherever I'm interacting with real human beings, right? But I feel, but on another level, I feel I'm so out of touch with my fellow human beings. I cannot. It's really hard for me to get in the shoes of other people nowadays. I feel just like why would you prefer to constantly fill with your mind, you know, with boom boom, like what is going on? Like why not just stay silent, you know? Silent. It's pretty good, you know, like at least it's not constantly boom boom. But the only explanation I think of just like just like a vast desire, this vast urge to be numb. Like I don't want to be silent. I don't want my mind to think. Okay, just fill me with this junk, this garbage. Just so I can numb myself. But even to numb yourself, why you have to use that? You know, because if you want something to focus on, so you can be numb, right? There are so many, there are many other things. Okay, like I don't know. Maybe that's the easiest way. Just loud music, you know, like just like maybe force your mind to not to be dead. You know, to maybe kill the mind, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is, I don't know, it's a little bit troubling for me to think about, because in terms of culture, right? So when I'm talking about culture, when thinking about culture, I'm not necessarily like referring to like high culture, like just like arts, like the great paintings, masterpieces, like Mozart, Beethoven. It's not like that. Culture, I mean like, okay, generally culture. Yeah, I think like even like back in the day, throughout human history, a large part of culture, like it's not like serious art. It is entertainment, right? It is to give you a way to escape like real life reality for a moment. You know, like performing art, let's say performing arts, like dance, music, even music, even back in the day, like for common folks, common people, um, what they know is like maybe folk songs, like that kind of thing. It's not like any serious art, serious composition, like very complex. But that's not like today's culture. I like it's, you know, if you listen to some like traditional music, whether it's, you know, like all these different cultures, they have traditional music, like Chinese, Indian, European, American, African. Like it's not unpleasant. I feel like just in the natural condition, why would you make yourself so unpleasant? Like just like inflicting pain on yourself, on your ear. If you listen to like the folk songs like throughout Europe, you can just go online. So this what's good about today, right? Like it's actually if you want to learn about things, there's so much available resources out there. It's really good. I mean, it's not any very complicated, like very deep conversation. Like I may not be able to enjoy it like all day long, but if I like stumble upon it, it's very pleasant. Like there's some beauty in it. And I used to think like this is like common sense, right? Like you, for example, you eat food, you want something that tastes good, like that's basic, like basic human needs. Like music, that's like food to your ear, right? Like or in terms of thoughts, like what kind of things you want to fill your mind. You want something pleasant, right? Yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure where this like conversation is going at this point. Maybe it will just end at a pretty dark and depressing place. But I guess, oh, okay, something happened. So I guess ultimately what I'm thinking is like, where is humanity going from here? Because I'm not seeing any turning point in sight, like in the foreseeable future. Right? Like suddenly we turn 180 degrees around. So okay, so if we keep going down this path, so where is this thing going? Because also I feel like we are going down this path like at a very fast pace. If you see like the shift of culture in the last few years, or just past 10 years, it's like huge. Like, you know, like take the songs that were popular 10 years ago and what's popular today. Like the shift is huge. And then what happened next 10 years, and then another 10 years. You give it another 50 years, you know, like to 2071 versus 1971. I can imagine a world where most so-called human beings are just like zombies. You know, like because also like it will be accompanied with like this ultra advancement of technology. You know, like basically most so-called tasks that we need as a society will be performed by robots, right? A full preparation, maybe construction, making houses. Well, we need to go to places. The cars it will drive itself. Just everything, like most of the tasks, like you like cashier, we won't need any cashier, right? Just these kind of simple tasks that definitely can be done by computer. So in that world, what will that world be like? I think like the most probable scenario that I can think of is like a world of zombies. Just like are they still, can we still view them as people? I don't know. It's it's all like a borderline thing. Like in a sense, it is like people. Biologically. Like they were born. I mean, like what else can you call them? But and then but on the other hand, they don't have any purpose. They don't really think. They don't need to think anymore. Like what? Because even today, you need to do a job. Like you at least you need to get up in the morning and go to work. So you'll need to think a little bit at least on the survival level. But in that world, like there's no shortage of food. You don't need to do any work. Like society won't require you to do anything. Okay. I mean, I can imagine just like then the maybe the best mode of being alive for most so-called people just to be numb. Because otherwise, if you are not numb, like life is just suffering at that point. Like there's no culture. There's no need for culture, okay? Because it's like a chicken and egg thing. If you don't need to think, you don't need to have this light of consciousness, then what's the need for culture? But also the other way around. If you don't have culture, how can you keep this light of consciousness alive? But this is where we are going towards. I think I'm not trying to be dramatic with it. I think it is like a realistic assessment. Like maybe it won't be exactly like that in 50 years. It may take longer, but we will get there. we will get there. So what's the point of me like making this conversation? Like I think I believe the high possibility that this video won't get viewed by many people. Maybe by 5 people, 10 people, whatever. But the point of this is to leave it maybe for the future generations. Maybe there will be a few people still alive at that time. Just like this little seed of the light of consciousness. Maybe 500 years later, 1,000 years later, 5,000 years later, 50,000 years later, they will look at this video and say, wow, at that time, in the year 2022, someone could see this so clearly. I think this in itself will prove the possibility of the light of consciousness. Like, even in darkness, even in this deep darkness, when this heavy gravity is pulling you towards death, the light of consciousness can still shine so brightly. And I'm the proof. I think and that in itself, I think make the video that I'm making, intriguing to watch. Now if you happen to stumble upon it, I hope I'm bringing you a fresh new perspective. See ya.